Here's a fun eye tutorial that should work on all apps. First, use these 4 colors you see on the screen using the lightest one as your skin base. Create a red circle for the iris and pupil using 2 lines through it as a guidance. Sketch the eye around the pupil and iris guidance, making sure to keep this shape with the curve at the bottom. Using the darkest shade in your palette and color in the pupil and iris using whatever color you want. I'm using pink for a love effect. And on a new layer, put it on linear burn for a glowy shadow effect under the top of the eyes. On Procreate, use the smoke brush to create highlights at the bottom of the eye using a lighter color than your base. Make a heart-shaped pupil in the middle. If you want to do exactly what I'm doing, then you can use your lightest shade of pink in the middle and then slowly go outward into black and then gently blur it out. Once you're ready for the eyelashes, make these 3 shapes. 1 triangle in the middle, 1 triangle on the far left side, and 1 on the far right. This will be this guidance to your lashes, knowing how far out they will go. Once that is done, you can draw the eyelashes, making sure to keep your line out from the edge of the eyelid in this sort of. Do the same thing on the bottom lashes, but instead of the middle lash being on the middle, do it on more of the 3/4 side to the right. Do the eyelashes in between those 3 eyelashes, making sure to follow the curve. Once that is done, shade the top of the eye gray and add a slight pink airbrushed effect around the eye to give a glow effect. These shapes around the iris and then blur it out to give a more glow effect, and do the same thing around the skin of the eye. Using the 3rd color in your palette, make these shapes around the curves of the eyes to give the eyelid effect and then gently blur it out. For blush, take your last color and make these shapes around the eye. If you're on Procreate, you might want to go to the first one, or Clip Studio Paint. If you're on IBS Paint, lean towards the second one and then gently blur it out for blush. Lastly, add white circles for shine and then you're done.